What is this? Apparently, the Red Guard of humanity. Yes, they're guarding us with bloodbath and sacrifice. Wow. It's so amazing. Oh, look. If you were a bull, you would be charging this because you're on guard. What a shame. So, this Bash denies. Of course, who knew denial is the name of Satan's game? Wow, who knew? In some Bash first interview since his alleged misconduct, right? Sure, misconduct. But no, it's so criminal. Yes, criminal. He's a criminal. They should all just be bashed, right? Yes, send him to countless prisons and let justice take care of him there, right? What a shame. What a shame.
They are still talking about you with underage girls. Do you still sit here and say you have never been with underage girls? Can you really say that?
Explosive interview. Wow, it's explosive, everyone. The eye of the CBS tells you. And Singer sits down because that's all he is, right? Some singer. He's just a singer. He's just a regular ass person. He's just a regular ass person that sings, has a beautiful voice. So beautiful. Oh, so he sits down with this Bash Gale, and then after, of course, he had the alleged charges. So he's just sitting down.
I sit here and say this.
So he won't say yes or no. He'll say, I'll say this. He looks down and begin.
I had 2 cases back then that I said in the beginning of the interview that I would not talk about.
Oh, smash. So he's like, hey, listen, I told you I wouldn't talk about the past, okay? Let's just keep it focused. Keep it focused because this Bash doesn't want to go to that Bash collective memory. He just wants to focus on this collective memory that's bashing now, right?
Because of my ongoing case now.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
Fair enough. But I will tell you this. People are going back to my past. Okay? That's exactly what they're doing. They're going back.
So who knew that he's saying that allegations will go to your past? Wow. Who knew that's the whole premise of what you worship called history? And your history of your roots and where you come from and the Bash half quarter ape that everyone's from and Lucy this and Lucy that. So yeah, people worship the history they're given, the Bash collective memory that they're just blasted with day in, day out, and they love it. They love it. So if there had been prior, allocations or cases that you just battered away, so now you don't want to talk about it, right? Why wouldn't you want to talk about it if you just battered them away? And, it was either proven or shown without reasonable doubt that you are dismissed. You may leave, right? So what is going on? What is going on?
Back to the past, and they're trying to add all of this stuff now.
Oh, so he's saying what exactly they're doing. So they're going to the past, and they're adding all sorts of stuff to it, taking stuff away, putting in and out and in and out and in and out, and all of a sudden, you see this Bash as something that was contorted, that was put together, Frankenstein together, so that you see this Bash in a certain light. That, of course, you would be like, well, of course this Bash is that Bash. But no, he's just some regular guy. He's just some regular ass guy that apparently is on TV for something that he supposedly did. Amazing. But no, he's saying more than this, okay? He's telling you that history is Bash. for it's all about this. Okay? Look. Look. Just look it up in your bash. Search bash. And, whoa, who knew? Who knew that the Franklin child prostitution ring allegations, right? Because you look it up. And the first thing is, yes! It's the wiki bash telling you, whoa! It's telling you because you look it up and it doesn't say Franklin cover up. It says Franklin child prostitution ring allegations. Woohoo! And then there's bash, 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 bash. Okay, so what's going on? Well, so you click on that and look. Wow, Franklin child prostitution ring allegations. Who knew? The Franklin child prostitution ring allegations began in June 1988. That's when they supposedly surfaced, which means that it was probably going on a long time before that. In Omaha, Nebraska, and attracted significant public and political interest until late 1990. So 2 years this thing lasted, apparently. When separate state and federal grand juries, right? Oh, just a bunch of men just standing around in the dust, concluded that the allegations were unfounded and the ring was a carefully crafted hoax. Amazing! Of course, it was an unfounded allegation based, 2-year fiasco, right? Because all of a sudden, it's now a carefully crafted hoax. Beautiful. Beautiful. Just like this bash's voice. Beautiful. It's just so beautiful. Right? So, allegations. Alligator. In 1988, authorities looked into alligators that prominent citizens of Nebraska as well as high-level U.S. politicians were involved in a child prostitution ring. But they couldn't wait. They couldn't wait to show you how they do it, how they groom them, and just, alleged abuse victims were interviewed who claimed that children in foster care were flown to East Coast of the United States to be sexually abused at bad parties. Bad parties. The claims primarily centered on Lawrence E. King Jr., who ran now defunct Franklin Community Federal Credit Union in Omaha, Nebraska, and alleged that the ring was a cult of devil worshippers involved in mutilation, sacrifice, cannibalism of numerous children. Oh, yeah, it was all just a carefully crafted hoax. Yes, because everyone is just a regular ass person that have basic goodness in them. And they're just so bash, and they're just reborn in parallel lifetimes from the multiplex of verses of who knows. And they just come in and out and in and out and in and out, and they're just learning. They're just learning. They're learning, right? And so therefore they must relentlessly mutilate, sacrifice, and eat children. Whoa, that's how they learn. Oh, it's so beautiful. Oh, smashed. Okay. If you believe that any of this is hilarious or laughable, yeah, you probably are the recipient of such abuse, and you are. You just don't know it. Because even if you weren't a child that got defiled and sodomized and just relentlessly just totally annihilated in the most sinister ways, you still are at the factory as a participant in the overall scheme of the denial. Yes, in the fantasy of the image that the world promises that you can be. Wow, what a shame. Numerous conspiracy theories evolved. Oh, right. Claiming that the alleged abuse was part of a widespread series of crimes, including devil worship, cannibalism again, drug trafficking, and CIA arms dealings. Well, it also implicated the FBI. And who knows what other intelligence agencies, right? Because who knew that the children are the target so that they can maintain their so-called ball hold, just crushing any idea of freedom. I mean, all these words that mean nothing really, but are it's just dangled in front of you, as if there was something that you needed to somehow protect and fight for and all this stuff. Wow, what a shame! What a shame! And all while telling you, you are the new generation, the new face. So let's just kill everything and recreate everything and how we want to see it and how we want to define it and how we want to distribute it and how we want to be seen. What a shame. What a shame. Conspiracy of Silence, a documentary listed for viewing in TV Guide magazine, was to be aired on May 3rd, 1994. This documentary exposed a network of religious leaders and Washington politicians who flew children to Washington, D.C. for sex orgies. Many children suffered the indignity of wearing nothing but their underwear and a number displayed on the piece of cardboard hanging from their necks when being auctioned off to foreigners in Las Vegas, Nevada, and Toronto, Canada. At the last minute before airing, unknown congressmen threatened the TV cable industry with restrictive legislation if the documentary was aired. Almost immediately, the rights to the documentary were purchased by unknown persons who ordered all copies destroyed. Oh, no, it couldn't be. Just like NASA lost all their telemetry data. Oh, no, it couldn't be. It had to be some guy that just forgot and he pressed delete. Or he just burned just countless rooms of data. Yeah, that's what happened. A copy of this videotape was furnished anonymously to former Nebraska State Senator and Attorney John DeKalb, who made it available to retired FBI agent Ted L. Gunderson. While the video quality is not top grade, this blah, 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 blah. Yeah, wow. So, there it is. And of course, it's all just allegations. Yes. So you will come to the brisk conclusion that it's just allegations and keep on with your life. Keep on with your life because your life is just a hoax. Yes. It's a carefully crafted hoax. Because everything that points to show you what is actually going on, no, that's the hoax right to you, right? Oh, no, yeah, that's the hoax. No, your life is a hoax. What a shame. So, back to this, Bash.
To make all of the stuff that's going on now.
So they're just framing you, right? Aww.
Feels real to people.
But the past is...
Right. So they're messing with the idea of some Bash linear history that goes back somehow. And now they're making it feel real because you believe it. Yes, history. Your Bash half-trolled monkey brain, right? And you believe the Bash half, Palladium brain. So you're bashed either way. Back and forward, you're bashed. You're defiled in and out and in and out and in and out and in and out and in and out. And who knew that could be only accomplished when the children are relentlessly abused? Who knew? Because who knew that under the shelter of truth and a family in union with Christ and everything to do with life, the way, and the truth, go ahead, attempt to defile the flesh and just abuse it, and you'll see that it won't work. For you may even be slayed, killed. But what? What were you worshiping? Or were you just worshiping your life and, I had to do it, otherwise it would kill me? Well, exactly. They will kill you. The world will kill you. Who knew? The ways of the world are relentlessly evil. But life isn't. Who knew? Who knew? But yet you confuse the two and then therefore are filled with rage and anger. Yes. to the point of doing thy will and get my own and get my piece of the pie, and we are the worshipers of light because we deserve everything. Yes, we are the nation. Right? What a shame.
Is relevant with you with underage girls.
Absolutely no.
So now he's shaking. He's like, no, 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 absolutely not.
No, it's not.
Why?
Because for one, I beat my case.
But I'm not talking about the one case in which you were acquitted. I'm talking about the other cases where women have come forward and said, R. Kelly had sex with me when I was under the age of 18. R. Kelly was abusive to me emotionally and physically and verbally. R. Kelly took me in a black room where unspeakable things happened. This is what they're saying about you.
Not true.
These aren't old rumors.
Not true. Whether they're old rumors, new rumors,
Why would they
future
say this
rumors,
about you?
Not true.
And correct me if I'm wrong, that you have never held anybody against their will.
What's
I
he
don't
doing?
need to. Why would I?
Well,
How
Why would I?
stupid would
You've
it
never
be
held
for R.
anybody-
Kelly with all
So this is like saying, look, guys, you know me. You know how famous I am. You know how stupid would I have to be to do this relentlessly day in, day out, all these years, if I can just get laid anytime, anywhere, right? He's trying to bank that you believe that all this is just laughable. Okay? Because you just see him as just regular ass guy that sings. Wow. Who knew that it's just another 1,000 point of light doing what he's supposed to, maintaining the status quo of the image, the worship of the image? And who knew that involves all these sorcery acts of movie, film, just whatever is on out there, smashing the image relentlessly day in, day out, so that you can go to sleep and say, yep, that's life. Wow, what a shame. What a shame. But no, this guy's just some regular ass guy that he's saying, you guys know me. You guys know me. How stupid would I have to be? I'm R. Kelly, guys. I'm R. Kelly.
all I've been through in my way, way past to hold somebody, let alone 4, 5, 6, 50, you said. How stupid would I be to do that?
I didn't say you were
That's-
holding.
He's just sweating now. He's sweating. So he's like, where's the, is there mist in here? Is there mist in here?
Stupid, guys.
I didn't.
Is this camera on me?
Yes, it's on.
That's-
Okay. So that's, okay, so he's just, look at me, guys. Look, I'm looking straight into the camera, and I'm saying to you, that's just stupid.
Stupid. Use your common sense.
No, you gave up away a long time ago for the false promise. You gave up, exactly. You just gave up a long time ago in order to just fill your gullet with the pleasures and rewards that the light has slithered and promised you. Who knew? And yes, who knew that you actually receive it, and now you are owned in life. You're owned. You're owned. Owned in life, meaning you sold your life. For you may be living, but you do as you're told. And you call that do as thou wilt. No, you're pushing that do as thou wilt as the doctrine when you're not a regular ass person. You answer to your handlers, you answer to this, you're probably one of yourself, you're this, part of the priesthood, that. But no, everyone's just a regular ass person, and it's all just a carefully crafted hoax, right? What a shame. No, your life, what you think your bash life is the carefully crafted hoax. Wow.
Don't forget the blogs. Forget how you feel about me. Hate me.
Okay, so forgotten. Okay, I forgot. I forgot how I feel about you, even though I don't feel anything for you, but okay, I forgot. Who are you? Who are you? Who's this person? I don't even know. What is going on?
Hate me if you want to, love me if you want, but just use your common sense. How
Okay, common sense says you're part of this. So, what's going on?
stupid would it be for me to, with my crazy past and what I've been through. Oh, right now I just think I need to be a monster and hold girl.
Right. So you're saying all that in my past, and not all of a sudden I feel like I need to do it again? No, you've been doing it the whole time. Who knew?
Girls against their will, chain them up in my basement, and don't let them eat and don't let them out unless they need some shoes.
Unless they need some shoes.
Down the street from their uncle.
Robert,
Stop it.
So he's just, what is he saying? He's just creating some stories, bashed. This is his trauma coming out. So who knew that he himself too is a recipient of abuse? Who knew? And that's how they justify. Well, I was abused, so I can abuse. What a shame.
Y'all quit playing. Quit playing.
Robert.
I didn't do this stuff. This is not me. Y'all.
Okay, cry. Cry. Yes, cry, please.
Fighting for my life.
Right between fighting for my life. Right? Ah, beautiful, right? That was almost like a song. So look, what is going on? What is going on? Because just as the bold girl will look directly at her quarry, so must you, but your head and face must be aimed in a slightly different direction. Rather than facing him head on, you must turn your head a bit to one side, slightly tilting it downwards, and then looking at him. One side of your face should predominate in the three-quarter view. Your eyes should show plenty of white on one side. This has a connotation of wide-eyed innocence. But the angle of the head adds a saucy quality. All part of the worship of Satan and the doctrine and all the magical ways to just manipulate. Who knew? Who knew? Do as thou wilt, and these are the tools. Whoa, woohoo! So, who knew that he looked at the camera and said, "Look, you guys know me, okay? So it's all just manipulation." That's the ritual of that supposed Bash interview. To an attempt of showing some innocence, all while defiling you and telling you what it is. Wolf in sheep's clothing. Who knew? And who knew that he was probably just gonna, be another scapegoat? Exactly. Countless goats. The countless goats, right? The Baphomet, right? Who knew? They all point back to Satan. Who knew? Who knew? But no, it had to be that. Oh, now we're just catching all of them. Woohoo! Bash, what is going on? Drug abusers, this and that, right? Of course, it had to be. So, what do they say about abusers? Right. So, who knew that alcohol and drugs are used in said abuse? In said abuse. Said abuse. Who knew? Why? Oh, no. It's just to bring them, just to make them helpless, right? Well, according to this, what is going on? However, the majority of alcoholics fall into the 8 to 1 grouping. They're talking about the clock here of how everybody falls. It's like a zodiac. Everybody falls into a category of the slice of the pie. There's a prone to drug, and the biggest percentage of drug abusers are the 3 and 4 o'clock types. Whoa, thank you. Just as the biggest lushes are the first mentioned 8 to 10s. Oh, amazing. Interestingly enough, if and when a 4 o'clock drinks, it will be cheap wine because of its poetic connotations. Oh, Bash. Okay, so, and then, if the 10 o'clock feels daring, he'll puff a little marijuana. Oh, he'll just puff a little bit. Because being a basically social type, he will choose a social drug. So what does that say about all these socialites, right? They're just picking and choosing their drug of use to perpetuate the fantasy that they're living in, right? And what fantasy is that? Oh, the worship of light, yes. And who knew that that worship of light only exists with relentless abuse and deception? Otherwise, your so-called quote-unquote common sense would tell you life is life and not the ways of the world. Wow. Meaning this, whatever he's defending. Which are the ways of the world? Countless justifications and, it's just that my brain doesn't fire enough electricity in one spot, so therefore that's why I do these things. Oh, what a shame. What a shame. Allegations. State and federal investigations, right? Oh, that's... The grand jury suspected that the false stories originated from a fired employee. Oh, of course, it all came down to one guy who might have fueled the fire of rumor and innuendo because of personal grudges. Oh, how beautiful. No, this is poetic. This is poetic because you assume people will believe this. Whoa, what a joke. A federal grand jury also concluded that the abuse allegations were unfounded and indicted 21-year-old Alicia Owens, indicted, and alleged victim on 8 counts of perjury. Oh, they went down hard. Owens served 4.5 years in prison. Separately, the federal grand jury indicted multiple officers of the credit union for embezzlement of funds, including King. So, it was all just a cooked up story by, disgruntled people, but still, they were indicted for embezzlement. To pay for what? What was this? Okay, this is just sad. Very sad. Because if they went down for embezzlement, that means it's not a hoax. It wasn't a cooked up story. No, these people are spirit cooking you, and they're spirit cooking the children, and then introducing them into the so-called regular ass world, and make you believe that they're just regular ass people that somehow are stars. Oh, and you worship them. Amazing. What a shame. What a shame. It comes down to satanic ritual abuse. Who knew? And that's what you supposedly call your life. You're just out there doing as thou wilt, worshiping Satan. Wow. And that's why you watch videos like this, and then you land on it and you say, oh, disgusting. This man should be put in jail. Put him in jail. Just kill him, right? You have the most vile and just harsh judgments immediately. All while you are in denial. In denial. In silence. You are in silence because it's all just a joke to you. It's just it's just cooked up. It's just cooked up. And all because you just rather keep believing your bash life. Your bash life. Thinking that everyone's just regular ass people in a regular ass world. And, oh, yeah, I came from Lucy and it's okay. It's just been hundreds of thousands of years. But now I'm here. Okay. And I have my notepad. And I'm just crossing out my to-do list, and it's amazing because I'm getting stronger and stronger, and more enlightened, and blasted, and sodomized, and I love it, right? What a shame. What a shame. No clue. Zero clue. Believing yourself to be void. Alone. Put in a state of worship of the false love of the world. Yes, worship of the false what? Image of the relentless lives that you can multiply and live, supposedly, in fractals of fractals of fractals of ways and ways, and you're in and out, and you're in and out, and wow, it's so amazing. Smashed. 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 Repent. Return to the Father. The unconditional love that you're supposedly searching for out there. Wow, what a shame. Anybody who worships the light will turn on you on a dime. Who knew? All because they're out there to self-preserve. Keep their image intact, their reputation unscathed, and just boasting and swelling themselves and circling themselves with people who just jerk them off and put their penis in a glory hole, and it's just amazing because it's just pleasuring you, sucking you off, and you just are in a bliss. Right? All the while, you have no clue what's going on, who's doing it to you or what, but somehow it just feels amazing. What a shame. No man can save himself, let alone another. The truth cuts deeper than any fleshly, made, forged sword. But the forged sword of human is to destroy. Right? That's what you believe. You believe, oh, we're just killers and this and rapists and that. That's why we just have to start new. A reset. No, the reset has already been done. It's called the 1,000 years were over, and now Satan is out and about again, deceiving, getting men to just do his bidding. Who knew? But no, that's just a story. For everyone is just conscious, infinite conscience of light that's a particle and a wave, and we all just multiply in the astral planes and densities, and we have our space buddies and our just guides, spiritual guides and spiritual animals and this and that, and that's smashed. Smashed. Return to the Father, the Creator. Worship. Worship God. Amen. Forever and ever.